Was good. About if the rain gets louder, it shouldn't, but shit happens and whatnot. So yeah, like I got sneak bit by a mosquito. Shit doesn't like. It's not like an issue right like within 5 minutes. It seems like an hour later that I'm like itching in that one spot. Anyways, uh, hey, what's good? Libra. Yeah, you'll have to be a Libra sun sign, and please use your fucking discernment, man. Please. Because damn, I don't got time to be hearing about that's not me and I ain't blah blah and oh my god. Cool. I mean, like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say because if it's not you, it's not you. If it's pieces and parts of something that you're going through, then there you go. You know, it's like you shouldn't be getting advice entirely from tarot readings any damn ways, but hey, shit happens, right? So you can definitely be uh, getting your lick back when it comes to a fire sign. You don't have to. Leo kind of had the same energy, just different cards. They kind of had some of the same cards when they come out. Um, so you can have Leo in your chart. You don't have to be done with Leo, and this is during Leo season, which is now for the most part. There's Aquarius here though. I don't know why they're so damn. They act on impulsive, like they act off of like emotion. So this is definitely somewhat kind of like spite. Ugh. Somebody can have heavy cancer in their chart, or they just, you know, when their feelings get hurt, they go low, if you know what I mean. Instead of like communicating what's going on, what's the problem, they say some slick shit, or they try to purposely hurt your feelings. Okay, that's for somebody. Anyways, hopefully my shit's not acting up. So, Libra, you definitely have an energy. You know, it's you, somebody else, both of y'all. Who knows? Because you know, people go through shit, and then at certain times, you know, you may say some things that you might not really want to say, but shit happens. Some of you guys could be angry at somebody. Somebody could be angry at you. To be a fire sign, don't have to be. Could be a water sign, don't have to be. But I feel like, I don't know if they feel like as if you are looking at their life pessimistically. Is that a word? But somebody can feel like you're looking at their life and judging it harshly. Or if it's not judging harshly, it could just be, or vice versa. But I don't know if somebody doesn't see the beauty in things, so they could be projecting that onto you, or vice versa. You don't see beauty in the world and shit like that, so you could be projecting that onto somebody else, or this is what somebody thinks or feels. Doesn't mean it's going on. It doesn't mean that you're doing it. It doesn't mean anything, unless it does. But somebody definitely have these belief systems. Like somebody could be a realist, which is fine. I'm all for realism. You know what I mean? You can be done with a Capricorn. Somebody could be a realist to the point to where it's damn near pessimistic, or it's just too like down. Like damn, is even if they're talking about themselves, they put themselves down or something like that. It's like okay. Or I don't know, maybe they don't see life as a certain way, so it's hard for them to see life for somebody else a certain way. It's just always the glass half empty, always gray, or sorry, it could be always only one way or the other, only black or only white. I don't know. This could be a child too. Somebody's like, didn't I have a reading for someone? Yeah, Libra, you had a reading not too long ago when I was like, somebody is about a child and how somebody is like having a child look at life so blah, like so dark, and which it is a lot of dark shit. I will agree with that, but that's something you talk to with the child when they're a little bit older to understand. Right now, they just want to draw rainbows and fucking jump in water, or they want to be like, uh, what was it, Billy, the dude, the little kid. I forgot what his name was. That was on the original It. The little no, George. They want to be like Georgie. You know, they want to have paper boats and shit, and in rubber boot, like, you know, somebody's still a kid possibly, and somebody's like, yeah, being real, which is fine. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, let the kid at least experience childhood while they can. The imagination and shit like that. Okay, but this could be an adult though. Adult shit that's going on right now. Somebody could also be giving you some like unsolicited or unwanted advice. You're like, I don't, or this could be you doing this to someone. But somebody's definitely looking at life through like a pessimistic filter. Most definitely. Pessimism is here twice. Twice. Two different cards, twice. I don't know if somebody's angry at how something turned out for them, and so it's like, for other people, it's gonna be the same thing, or somebody shits on people's dreams or something, I don't know. Or just shits on people's light or something. But somebody definitely may not have compassion for others. They don't really watch their words, maybe even. Or they may not think before they speak, or maybe they just don't care. Somebody could be righteous or something, or say you're just talking about something to somebody, like, well, if it was up to me, or, you know, I would da-da-da-da, or you should da-da-da-da-da. If somebody doesn't ask for it, I got told if somebody doesn't ask for help, don't help. Sometimes you gotta ask people because their ego can completely, oh, yeah, I'm not gonna, you know, their pride and shit gets in the way of them not asking for help. I'm one of those people, or used to be one of those people. Now, if I actually need help, I will ask for help. I don't give a fuck what it is. And it's somebody here that's like, you know, so it's understandable, but somebody may not, you could be elderly, I don't know, somebody, it's like something to do with them not, they don't ask for help, they want to be strong and whatever, which is fine. But I really feel as if someone is I would say unhinged, because somebody is kind of unbalanced, but that could be any reason why. I don't know if somebody just sees life a certain way. Somebody could definitely be justifying their defensiveness. Somebody could, they could definitely be saying, well, this is the reason why I see something this way, or this is the reason why X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3. And they may even be just, you know, they feel like it's justifiable. It could be you. Somebody's like really opposing. So offense, defense, literally here, unless this is like fucking football or some shit, or sports. That's for somebody. But you got the haters shit here too. I know Gemini already had this. You're now getting kind of the same energy. This could just be people, because for some odd reason, for the title, I wanted to say, for the title, oh, thanks for the, like, for the, or, yeah, hopefully this is not getting too loud. But for the title, for some odd reason, I wanted to say, why are people so defensive and pessimistic? Because this could be more than one person, and this could be just, no matter where you go, everybody's like looking at shit gray or dark or something. That's interesting. I feel like it's clearing out now. It's like, fuck up. But whatever. So you could be protecting yourself against people, especially if they feel like they're giving you sound advice, and giving you, like, trying to tell you, or trying to, like, little sis or little bro you, and you may be the one that's actually, you're realistic, but you're doing it in a way where it's like you understand what's going on around you, but you're still being a realist. It's just, or it's vice versa, because, you know, somebody definitely could be, you know, for protecting their ego in some sort of way. So whatever it is, whatever it is, whatever persona somebody conjured up, it's like they don't want somebody to see beyond that. They don't want anybody to see who they are, stripped down. or whatever. Okay, so what's going on with this? Could be an air, could be another air sign. Could be somebody that could be a Taurus, could be somebody at Taurus Mercury. Doesn't have to. This could be someone who is already feeling like a black sheep. Could be you as well. High Priestess, and you feel replacing you having your chart. This could also be this so-called hater. Could be a spiritualist. Doesn't have to be. This could also just be somebody who is. Well, this is you. Discernment for sure. So I'm tired of telling people like it's not always about you. You reading is not always gonna be like you're reading. I don't give a fuck what sign I'm doing. Or what sign you are. It's like if it's not for you at the time, maybe it's just not for you. Let's just leave it at that. Somebody definitely should listen to their intuition. They should definitely use their discernment, especially when it comes to this. And if somebody is opposing, it's a reason, but they may try to justify that reason to be valid. And I'm not saying it isn't for that person. Maybe they feel like it is. Hey, let them feel like it is. But if you know the truth within yourself, keep that shit to yourself, and you can distance yourself from the person energetically. You know. But it could be somebody outside the club too. This could also be like a third, not necessarily a third party, but this is like your cousin's friend or some shit, or your best friend's friend that grew up with them in their neighborhood or something, you know, that you're not cool with or whatever. You know, it's like I'm not trying to say nobody, but it's like somebody who doesn't matter. Not saying you don't care about the person as a person, but it's more so of like, well, we ain't kin. That's not my sister, that's not my brother, that's not my cousin. We're not related in any type of way. We don't kick it. We're not cool. So I mean, I'm not saying you can't be, but this could definitely be. I mean, okay, for somebody, this is like somebody's sister's friend. So you can have a sister or something like that, and their friend is like this, and you're just like, why are you even hanging out with this person? This person is just extremely down, like a downer, or they're just like, which, there was a whole thing about Daria, right? Where, yeah, Daria was a realist. I think she was a Capricorn. Daria was a realist. I think she might have been an air sign, I don't know. Yeah. But Daria was a realist, right? And to the point to where it kept people from wanting to be cool with her because they felt like she was just a complete downer. Even her own friend Jane was like, whenever Jane wanted to do certain things, that was a little bit more, that was different than things they would usually do, you know, their type of style of things to do or whatever the case may be. She would talk shit or look down kinda, or say slick shit about Jane's like hobbies and whatnot. Even whenever she started dating somebody that Daria actually started to like, it was just like shit like that. So you could have a sibling, sister, brother, whatever, that has a friend that is extremely fucking like pessimistic, and it's just like, why or some of you guys can have a parent that's pessimistic. You and your sister or brother or whatever can just be like, you know, trying to you know, live out your life as teenagers or whatever the fuck. I don't know what this is about. Somebody's pessimistic, okay? And I will say, for somebody, it's definitely somebody's sibling's friend or something like that that's like a fucking complete downer, which it's cool sometimes, because sometimes like, yeah, you know, shit is real. It is real shit going on completely. I understand all that shit. I can talk about, but people, you know, when you're not careful, some people can look at it as a realist, as a Debbie Downer, or somebody who's toxic or some stupid shit like that. And that's not always the fucking case, you know. Sometimes people can't see nothing but real shit, and it's like, looking at it in that type of way could look like everything is fucking black or gray, when there is beautiful things within that gray, within that darkness, with, you know, but it's hard to find it or keep it going or keep it like bright because it's so much negative shit that overcasts it. So it's completely understandable. But this could also be your sister's or brother's friend that is a hater of your sister or brother because of what the fuck ever. It's like an opposites attract situation going on too, where your sister could be preppy, uppity. I'm gonna say uppity. Okay, cool, maybe. Or brother, whatever. Preppy. They're outgoing cheerleader, whatever, and they have a best friend or a friend that's complete opposite of that, which is fine. But somebody's trying to correlate the two. Like, when do y'all actually, like, what do y'all have in common? um, it could just be because they've known each other for a long time. It could be anything. Um, maybe at one point in time they both were dressed a certain way. Even if even if it was like it's reversed, where one preppy person is very fucking realistic, just, you know, Debbie Downer, and then the opposite, where the one that's like, that you would think that would be depressed and all this other shit, is the one that's actually like the uplifting one. It's just because people wear, you know, all black and all this other shit, these stereotypical shit that people we put on, just because somebody wears things like that doesn't mean that they're just going home and crying and listening to emo music and cutting themselves. Like, that's it's not. Sometimes the people who dress like what you may think that is something like that is complete opposite of that. They're really girly. They love stickers and they love glittery things and just in makeup and all kinds of shit. Like, and they're just so happy with being who they are. I was like that for the longest, actually, and people looked at me like I was fucking crazy. Like, I don't know, people expected for me to be a fucking a burnout or something, and actually I wasn't. I didn't start smoking until, well, no, I can't even say that. Let me take that one back. Is that a bird? My bad, I got distracted. It looked like a bird on top of a fucking building, but there's no other, I mean, I guess. Anyways, but yeah, like, doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything whatsoever. But what I'm getting at is, like, somebody definitely has a friend. This could even be you yourself or whatever, that has a friend, a sibling or whatever, that's just completely a downer. Could even be a mother or a father that just shits on motherfuckers' dreams, pisses on your wishes. Anything for somebody. This is about what somebody eats. Somebody can definitely have a mother or something like that, or a father, or whatever. That's y'all going out and they see that you're about to get fries or about to get something, and they're like, oh, so you know that has like XYZ 1 2 3 in it, which is understandable, especially when it comes to like fast foods, and because of course, I mean, McDonald's fries is freaking disgusting. It has shit in it, forever chemicals. That's just like, the shit won't even mold. So it's like, I understand, but it's your body, so it could be a body shaming thing too, where somebody kind of wants to make you feel as if, oh, you're putting that into your body, that's not kosher, that's not organic, that's not this, that's not that, and it's just like, that shit it gets old real quick, real fast. So somebody could definitely have an issue with that. Somebody else can have an issue with that when it comes to you. Maybe you picky, you constantly pointing out shit that somebody does, or what they eat, or how they eat it, or whatever. Which, some stuff makes sense, because I will say certain times when people eat, smacking doesn't completely get to me, but it does for the most part, because it's like, that's just ridiculous. What the fuck are you smacking for? I can understand if it's, but that shit is kind of, especially when it's a certain way, that shit definitely, I'm like, I can't stand that myself, so I do understand that. Certain smacking is not too bad, but you got smacking that's just like, just disrespectful. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I need you to calm down, Lightning. Yeah, I understand that. So, yeah, okay, air. This could be somebody's in a relationship with. You could be in a relationship with an air sign or something like that. You don't have to be. Or somebody who's like, I mean, heck, no, yeah, it could be like an Aquarius, Pisces, Cusper or something like that. But this is either somebody you live with, you're in a relationship with, or somebody else. There's definitely judgment. I mean, opposites, like I said, opposites do attract, but there's a situation where somebody could be with a person, live with a person, whatever, that is very judgmental, very pessimistic, only see things, I'm not going to say negatively entirely, but only see things as real as possible. It's like, there's no good, there's no Kodak moment. Kodak moment. I forgot where he's from, but I like that song. Not Kodak Black. No, I'm talking about the song is called Kodak. It could have been from like Chicago or something. I forgot. I kind of want to see though. My head is big as hell, bro. That's why I be. That's why I be trying to. This is my fucking forehead. I be trying to put me a fucking like, cause my forehead is like, I got a Rihanna. I mean, it's not that intruding, but it's definitely there. I got a big ass head. Can't do nothing about it, man. It's filled with knowledge and shit. No, stop. Let me find this song. I really feel like it's I got it randomly. Where the fuck is YouTube? It's not even on here, is it? I know it's on here. Babe too, I can't find. Babe too, I can't find. I'm not about to look through all that. Anyways, but I mean, it's not like, this is not like grounding for somebody to not be with someone anymore or to break up or any of that shit. Do what you want to do. I don't know what the fuck this is about, but I will say there is like I mean, this could also be somebody's child that's like this, you know. But somebody's definitely looking at the world from a pessimistic view, and I don't know if that's something, if that bothers somebody a lot. Somebody could be in a same-sex thing as well. Two men don't have to be. And this could just be another man, brother, brother-in-law, whatever, cousin, male. You can be a male, this person can be a male. Like, but still, it's like, how can you, what can you do about the situation? If somebody's pessimistic, I feel like somebody feel like they keeping it real though. Like, they feel like they keeping it, they are speaking. It's facts here. It is most definitely facts. It's most definitely facts, but you could be opposing this. Maybe you're trying to, or vice versa, somebody can be opposing you, like, maybe it's not really like that. Why are you looking at things so negatively? Maybe it's this way instead of that way. Somebody doesn't want to change that though. They're like, no, it's this way and that's I mean, hey, me personally, I don't really have much of an issue dealing with shit like that when people are like real, like hardcore realists. I don't really, it doesn't bring me down because I already know what the fuck's going on out here. So it just makes me see things in different perspectives, different ways. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know. But I'm not gonna sit here and like let it affect me. So I guess unless it affects you, okay, it's a little too close. Unless you let it affect you, then so there's that. Anyways, I gotta get this live and down. This is, I don't know how to wait. It's been real though, Libra.